Good morning still, I guess. I'm in a very different place. I've never walked up here on Avonhurst Drive. There's a, I don't know what this shopping center here is called. Kind of a strip mall, shopping center kind of place, but I'm actually headed over here away from it. This is just where I parked the car. This is the Serb Club, which seems to have a lot of cars around it, so I wonder if they're playing soccer today, or if it's just a popular place for breakfast. Hard to know. And there seem to be lots of kids showing up, so I think Santa must be here somewhere, maybe. I don't know that either. So Albert Street is over there. But we'll take this sidewalk here and go down Avonhurst. There's a park up here, I know. And we'll just see where I end up. And I'll probably end up over on the residential side after a bit. Ooh, the ice is going to be possibly a problem in spots because, of course, it melted and then froze. I hadn't thought about that. I want to be careful about that. Didn't walk yesterday. I just had tons of stuff to do, plus an extra Wascana Voices rehearsal in the afternoon. Our regular rehearsal is Sunday, so I have that tonight. We had an extra one yesterday. It's a self-directed choir I sing with, and we have a concert coming up on December 11th at Christ Lutheran Church, if you're in the neighborhood. 7 p.m. that night. No admission charge, just pay what you will. This is actually quite a busy road, Avonhurst. Maybe a little extra busy today because Albert is closed in a couple of spots. Some older apartment buildings here, which has traffic diverting. Here's the park. I knew it was up here. Cell phone towers. I should be getting good coverage, assuming it's a Saskatchewan tower, which it probably is. I'm going to move my zipper up a little bit. And again, I'm going to have to be really careful on the walking here. I don't want this to be my first fall. It may still be fall, but I don't want to make it literal. So a bit of a park. There's a little footbridge over there. Well, let's go exploring. So I've never been in Patricia Park. It's also called Pony Park. I don't know why it's called Pony Park. Oof. I can't even tell if there's an actual sidewalk under here or not, or if it's just beaten down snow. We did lose a lot of snow because it was +5 yesterday, or maybe even warmer. Actually, that was on Friday. Yesterday it was just above freezing. Today it's right around freezing as I'm walking. They had said we might get some snow, and then tomorrow it goes starts getting colder, and then it'll be very cold later in the week. This is very not good walking. The things I do for you, my viewers. So, it's a bridge, but it's not exactly the creek. It's a storm channel. Hi, Clay. Oh, that wasn't Clay. Gary. I saw a message from Clay, but I guess he wasn't on here. It's Gary. Any further north and he invited me for coffee and cake. Maybe I should head further north. But now I'm headed south, so I guess I'm out of luck. Just make sure I'm focused. Well, it's not too exciting over here. It's just a big empty field. The railroad tracks run over there. Kind of a path. And again, it's called Pony Park. Does that mean people actually ride ponies here? Hard to say. I can't go anywhere because I have to go back over the bridge to get to the other side, and it's fenced up there, so I guess I'll just retrace my steps. Anyway, a look on the land between the railroad tracks and Patricia Park here. Not very exciting. Hasn't changed. A lot of graffiti on this, for whatever reason. I'm tempted, very tempted, I think, to just get back to the sidewalk because there are no groomed trails over here. So I think I will work my way back to the sidewalk proper. Although it's easy to walk. Oh, take that back. That snow is deeper than it looked. Yeah, we'll get back to the sidewalk. Not a very exciting park. Some car's been down here for some reason. I don't know why. Do I traipse through the snow here? Can't be that deep. And there's the sidewalk. Yay! Which has its own hazards because of the ice, but at least you can see it and avoid it. This will go up here, it curves. Yes, definitely have to keep my eyes on the train. Yeah, in a year and a half of walking, I've never walked up here, so there you go. It's a brand new one. Probably nicer in the summer, though. Bit of a strip mall over here, it looks like. One of the busier streets I've walked along, actually. Yeah, I could cross over. There's a crosswalk here. I don't particularly trust the cars, so I think I'll stay on this side. There might be a better crosswalk further up, or I'll just stay on this side. Although that would mean repeating myself walking back. What do we got over there? There's a law office. East Indian grocery store. These chop suey. North. If it's still open. And I think there's a school here as well somewhere. Maybe that's further up. That looks like a church, maybe. Lots of ice along here. That looks like a street, but clearly it doesn't connect, so. Definitely a church. We can cross here if people are watching for us. So I'd rather be on this side. It is a church. It is Avonhurst Pentecostal Assembly, which presumably is having service, or has had it already. Oh, it's bigger than it looks from this side. Join us for church online or in person. Church was at 10:30, or almost an hour and a half ago. I'll keep following Avonhurst here for a bit and then walk back over in the neighborhood over here. I think is what I'll do. When I get home, I have cold pizza for lunch, I think. I ordered pizza last night. Took an hour and a half to get it from Copper Kettle. Apparently they'd had people, like workers, call in sick or just say they weren't coming at the last minute, leaving them short-handed. And on a Saturday night, which is a pretty big night for pizza, so I put in my order at 5:07. I got it at 6:37, almost exactly an hour and a half after I'd ordered it. It wasn't hot either. However, they waived the delivery fee and gave me some free baklava, so they were apologetic. Terrible footing everywhere here. Will slow me down quite a bit. Usually order from them because they're so close to us, but yeah. And of course I did it in an online app which said it should be delivered within about 45 minutes, and it was off by a factor of 2. An older neighborhood, not really, really old, but 50s, 60s old, I would think. Bit of a park over there too. Green space anyway. Ah, well, here would have been the other place to cross the light. We'll just go around the corner up there and then work our way back. Not aiming for an hour necessarily, just whatever this takes. My main goal is not to fall down. A bit of blue sky in the west, so I don't think the snow flurries that they were predicting are going to materialize. Once that blue sky hits, it'll be a bit warmer too. Sunshine. Oh, this is terrible. Slows me to a crawl here. People who haven't cleared their walks very well, despite the bylaw requiring it. And actually, even the cleared sidewalks can be hazardous because the snow melts and flows across it as water, which then becomes very smooth and dangerous ice. Oh, it's a wild shopping cart. Made a break for it, obviously. I may have to send out somebody with a tranquilizer dart to take it down, haul it back to its through shopping cart reserve with the other carts. See Elphinstone here. When I leave, I'll go down Elphinstone to head home. I can go up there, go around. I could go this way. That's just an alley. I'll carry on this way. I know what's around the corner here. It's not a big surprise. Not the most scenic walk I've done, that's for sure. Apartments. Relatively new, I think, from the looks of them. Or at least renovated. Speed limit photo enforced. Don't think I have to worry about that. Even in the school zone, I can usually manage to stay under the speed limit while on foot. Now, if you're going up here, there's a high school. I don't think I'll get that far, but which one is it? I've been there. Can't think what the name of it is, though. the next road that turns right, I'll now head down back towards Albert Street. If you go down just a few blocks that way, you hit the Louvain. One of the two sort of main north-south routes through town. See, there's a school zone here. There's the school. What the heck is it called? Maybe I have to walk up at least far enough to see what it's called. Driveways are the worst because the ice slopes down towards the street. And there's always ice in driveways because the snow gets beaten down by the cars driving in and out. So when I fell last year, it was in a driveway. Well, an alley, same difference. And there's a nice patch of ice to avoid. I don't think I get a straight to the right until I get up past or as far as the high school anyway, so. More ice. Ice is nice and snow is pleasing, sleet is sweet, although our feet are freezing. That's the Snow Queen's anthem from my friend Robertson's children's musical, The Snow Queen. Hail to the Queen, the cold doesn't matter, our teeth will chatter, hail to the Queen. Which I know very well because I was in the original production of it that toured with Prairie Opera back in 94. Yeah, 1994. There's a CBC recording of it. Later he expanded it because it was designed to fit into 50 minutes because of the school workshops that we would do. This is, there's a Catholic, and so there's a Catholic school first, which I really didn't know the name of. St. Peter? Pius? I can't read it. My eyes aren't quite up to the task with that low resolution sign. Anyway, we're turning down Lang Avenue now, so I think. Yeah, we'll head down Lang. See where that takes us as we now work our way back towards Albert Street. St. Pius, maybe? None of those ring a bell. And I still don't remember what the public school next to it is. Have to look it up. It sounded like a military jet, but I didn't see it. From CFB Moose Jaw. Sounded like a fighter. An F-18 probably. CF-18. That although it sounded low, it must have been above the cloud cover, which is also pretty low at the moment. Ooh, I smell somebody's Sunday brunch. The unmistakable sound of, I don't know if it's the sausage or the bacon or the mixture or if it's waffles or what it is, but boy, it smells good. All I've had is a banana. The traditional Sunday banana. Which way? I guess I'll go this way. More ice. Be nice to cross sober. Let's see if the other side is any better. It's not much better. It's just different. Here's a house for sale if you're looking. I'd be happy to finish this walk just because it's so slippery. It slows me down. Like I'd be done by now in the summer, almost the same distance back from here back to the car. But not in these conditions. So slippery. Yeah, always a choice. Which side has the better sidewalk? This one does to start with. Don't know if it stays that way or not. Here it comes again. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think they're F-18s. Don't know if you saw them or not. And I'm not sure because I only caught a glimpse of them. Definitely from CFB Moose Jaw, though. Which is like Canada's main training base for fighter pilots. Snowbirds did a fly past, two of them, for Grey Cup. They're based in Moose Jaw as well, of course. That's the precision flying team for the Canadian Air Force. Well, this side looked a little better, but it isn't. If anything, this is the worst right here on this particular driveway. If you've lost track, we are heading east, parallel to Avonhurst Drive, which is what I walked along to get over here. Once we hit Albert, I will cross over and find the car in the, maybe it's the Avonhurst Shopping Center. I don't know what that shopping center is called. My wife, meanwhile, is in Toronto currently having brunch at the Royal York Hotel with her high school friends, some of her high school friends. She went to high school at Bishop Strawn Girls' School in Toronto and actually grew up in the Royal York Hotel. They lived there. So she's gone home. And I'm here doing this. Looking forward to getting home and eating cold pizza. Don't know what my next trip will be. There's a chance I'll be going to Seattle in February for a publishing conference. I just have to double check. Those jets are still flying around. I need to renew my US passport though, and the time's getting a little short. I'm a Canadian citizen, but I'm also a US citizen. And the deal is you're supposed to use the passport of the country you're going into. So I should use my Canadian when I come home to Canada and use my US one when I go down to the States. As I understand it. Anyway, hopefully I can get that taken care of if I get on it like this week. I think I can still do it online. Don't have to go to a consulate. All right, this is Garnet Street, which is actually a well-known street. Looks like we'll be going by another school here. At least they've cleared their sidewalks here, so that's nice. Right up till the deadly... Oh, I can go in the street here. There's nobody coming. An old school. Don't know which name either until I see a sign. Take off my hat. My head's getting sweaty. Obviously a quiet street since that person is walking dogs right down the middle of it. Coronation Park Shul, well, that makes sense. I knew it was around here somewhere. Wasn't sure I'd go by it, but there it is. You have a big playground. Holy cow, it's huge. I don't know if they ever performed in that one or not. A lot of schools way back doing the Prairie Opera thing I was talking about. I did that for 3 years, and those were 6-week tours, performing often 2 shows a day in schools. So I was in a lot of Saskatchewan schools over those 3 years. Call it, probably didn't do 60, so call it 50 for each year. There was some overlap, of course, but still, there must have been somewhere around 150 school performances, and probably in at least 100 different schools, 75 for sure. Adabea. I mean, their playground just goes on and on and on. It's like 3 times the size of a normal school's playground. 2 times anyway. It's possible it runs into a city park or something. But the school playground is like back that way, and then this is actually city property, because there's a baseball diamond, which might be one of the ones the city rents out to softball teams. Hard to say. A lot of noise coming from over there. I don't know what's going on. This is Retallick Street, which of course, if you could, which you can't, walk straight down it, would take you right to our corner. But you can't do that because there's a railroad track in the way, among other things. So it doesn't go straight through. And in fact, it doesn't even go straight through to here. So it carries on over there. It doesn't go to my right at all. Gives me some idea of how close I am to Albert, though, because there's Retallick, and there's the next one, and then Angus, and then Albert. I never think of that one in between Retallick and Angus very much, because we don't, it's Ray, that's what it is, Ray Street. Don't drive along it very much. So, just a few more blocks, in which I might still fall, if that's what you're waiting for. I will try to disappoint you, if that is the case. There's something going on in the shopping mall I was at, I guess. Yes, Ray Street. I was right. I remembered. How long have I been walking? Yeah, this will only be about a 35 or 40 minute walk by the time it's all said and done. No clearing at all over here. Bylaw or no bylaw. There might not even be a sidewalk under here. Not every street has it. All these cars, this must be because of Albert being blocked. They're on their detour here. I would have taken the other side, but there's been so many cars along here. Somewhat reluctant to, but now I will. Don't know what the honk is for. Wasn't a car honking at me, it was a parked car honking, which is kind of odd. think when I leave, I'll go down Avonhurst just the way I just walked, go down to Elphinstone and take that street home. Because Albert was closed. 2 big chunks of it. Main reason I came up here is to go to Staples. My Wi-Fi extender quit overnight, and I double checked it this morning, and it just wasn't working. So it clearly needs replacing. There's something going on up here. I did see a lot of kids headed to the shopping mall when I first came by, so. Right. Will 3rd take me through to Albert? Hard to say, right? I think it will. There's an unhappy dog there too. I wonder if there's a parade. I hope it's not a parade. Santa Claus parade when they used to have it. I don't know if they're having it or have had it. It's usually down on South Albert. It wouldn't be up here. Here comes Angus. I don't know why that dog's so unhappy. Left alone probably in the car or somewhere while these people are off doing something. There do seem to be a lot of people up there, so I don't know what's going on. On the other side of Albert, there's a lot of people. I honestly have no idea. There's a lot of people down there. And there's some equipment moving around too. I found myself in the middle of something I probably didn't want to be in the middle of. Anyway, I'll go down Albert. I think that'll get me across to the parking lot, and then from there I can get to the car no matter what's going on. Is it a parade? Maybe it's a parade. It's a lot of singing, that's for sure. Some kind of parade. Before the parade passes by. Is this the Santa Claus parade or a Santa Claus parade? It's all on the other side of Albert here. Or I'm not going. I'm going to go down to the right here. But I don't actually know what this is in aid of. Here, this is for all the people that say, how come there aren't any people on the streets? Grief, I may not be able to get across Avonhurst up here. It looks like they're coming down Avonhurst. What have I got myself trapped by? Okay. Well, I can walk down the street. Must be a parade. Must be a Santa Claus parade. Well, I had no idea I was coming to see something this full of people. I also have the distinct feeling I'm trapped. We're not down to 4th yet. So I'm going to want to go through the parking lot here, I think. I'm going to have to work my way down further back this way before I have a chance of crossing. Certainly is a surprise. Look at all that blue sky. Sorry, I can't show you the parade. I don't want to join the crowd. I don't think it looked all that exciting. Here's part of it here. I need to get to the other side of the street, which I can hopefully do if they're not yet moving. Oh goodness, we got Shriners. They still do the thing with the little cars. Well, maybe I should walk down at least. This must be where they're staging. Yeah, they're staging in the parking lot here. Shriners. I think I will cross here. Looks safe enough. See everything else that's lining up here to go. There should be Santa Claus down at the end of this line, one would think. Radio station. I'm gonna go, well, I'll go up to the street. I won't go down the alley. I might have to come back in order to get safely across Avonhurst over there. Foster parents. Oh, foster dogs. See? Do I go all the way down to the end? Can't be that much further. No, I'm going to go this way. Head back to where I'm trying to get to, because my car is sort of dead ahead. Anyway, a little taste of what appears to be a Santa Claus parade. Totally unexpectedly. No one expects the Santa Claus parade or the Spanish Inquisition. So up here, if I have to, there'll be a crosswalk somewhere, but I might have to go back down to Albert to get it. Just to be safe. And when I leave, I'll go back down the way I just walked to, the car's dead ahead. Oh, and there's a crosswalk here, so this may have been the perfect way to come, assuming that I can get. I wish it had a light, which it doesn't. I'm not sure I trust the cars, but it is a crosswalk, so they're supposed to stop for me. And I've made it without falling so far. There's still opportunities here. Plus a chance to get run over. Oh, always a plus. Why do I not trust the cars? Because I was in a crosswalk just a few days ago and a guy went through without slowing down right in front of me. You know he was in front of me because I'm still here. I asked the police. It's a $230 fine for not yielding at a crosswalk. Oh, this worked out perfectly. The car is literally dead ahead. So, I will stop right here. Thanks for walking with me. I made it through and you got a little bit of the Santa Claus parade. And bye for now.